Anyone who's gone to Coachella will recognize the spicy pie. I didn't know about the spicy pie. Well, A, I've never been to Coachella, but I'm also not cool. I'm old, that's what I am. If there was an old version of spicy pie, I might know about it, but there's not, it's just the kids.
You're so old you couldn't even go to Old Chella.
I chose not to go to Old Chella.
But I did with your wife.
That's right, Max went to Old Chella with Kelly. And so, who else? My sister-in-law.
Jillian and Cherry.
And his wife. Boy, how did we get off track so quickly? But there is this very simple pizza there. There's pepperoni, there's jalapenos, there's red pepper flakes, sauce, cheese crust, that's it. But it's so good. And it's either legitimately so good or it's so good because you're all f***ed up on Molly and Coke and whatever bull they do there. No, that's not happening?
No.
No Molly?
No, nothing.
Little Molly?
No, nothing.
That's probably a lie.
Who's Molly?
So we're gonna make it. We're gonna make our own crust. We're gonna make our own sauce, and it just flies together, and it'll be great. So crust first, then sauce, and we carry on. This makes very simply in a processor. We'll start with about 2 cups of flour. Got about an extra half a cup in here in case we need it. We'll add 1 packet of fast-acting yeast, like that. About a teaspoon of sugar, like that. I like garlic powder in here, so maybe a half a tablespoon. Teaspoon of kosher salt. I'm gonna give this a little blitz. All right. 2 liquid things. One is about a tablespoon of olive oil, goosh, and then 3/4 of a cup of warm water, not too hot, somewhere between 110 and 120. If it's too hot, you'll kill your yeast. We put the lid on, and we bring it together. And we check it. And if it's a tiny bit sticky, is okay. This is a little too sticky, so I'm gonna add couple tablespoons of flour should probably take care of it. Blitz it once more. Beautiful. Take it out. I like to form it into like a nice little ball right here. Beautiful. We take a bowl, put a little oil in it, we mush it around. In goes our dough ball. We cover it with a towel, we put it in a warm spot, we leave it for an hour. That wet spot looks like a penis.
It does.
Okay, that's
Absolutely.
bad. Our sauce begins with a squeeze of olive oil, some diced yellow onion. And this is going to take about 5 minutes to soften. Next, we fling in about 3 cloves of garlic. Give it a little stir around, wait for it to get fragrant. And when it does, we start adding tomato. And I've got a 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes that you need to bust up carefully. And if you're not careful, you'll be wearing them, and I don't like to wear tomato.
No, you just like to wear big long white hairs all over your shirts.
They're gonna break down in the pot, but give them a good chance by squeezing them up with your hand.
Ah, you said chance.
You guys are supposed to be wearing mics.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm loud anyway, so.
There's been a request for Chance and Max to wear a mic so you can hear the bull that comes out of their mouths. So we forgot today, but we will do that. All right, the rest goes in. Then we add everything else. A couple tablespoons of tomato paste. That equal amount of balsamic vinegar. This is a nice thick one. It's gonna be good. About a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, less if you don't like it too spicy, but honestly, it won't be very spicy. Tablespoon of sugar, about a tablespoon of dried oregano, and some salt. And we mix. And your job now is to mix everything well, get it to a simmer, and leave it for, 20 minutes, a half an hour, just to bubble gently away and let the flavors develop. We've got way more than we're gonna need for our spicy pie. The rest will go into a container in the freezer, and I will be very glad I have this at some point down the road, as will you. Okay, we'll be back when the dough is ready, and this is ready. And there's the sauce. If you don't like it chunky, throw it in a processor, but I do like it chunky. I really do. That's gonna be perfect, and our dough has risen. All right, so let's take it out. Little flour down. I'm never very good with dough. I'm really not. So now I gotta make this round, or try to make it round, or hopefully make it round.
It is your job.
Well, look, I'm not a pizza guy. So we're just gonna try and get this round, even, and relatively thin. And the relatively thin part is what I generally struggle with. But I'm sensing we might be off to a good start here. Beautiful. Look at me, for once. Look, I almost bought store-bought dough today, and at the last minute I went, why am I doing this? I know how to make dough. We need to show the people how to do this, right? Okay, so to get it into the oven, I'm gonna put it on this pizza peel. But before I do, hold on, let me just move it up a bit. But I'm gonna make it easier for myself by putting some polenta on here, cornmeal, and it will act like little baby ball bearings and help it slide off. My oven is at 500 degrees, and I'm just gonna wanna go soon and slide it right in. So,
Can you do that sound effect one more time?
yes, soon. That's what I'm going for. See, watch this. See how it moves? Ball bearing action. All right, sauce time. Not too much. Oh God, this chunkiness. And don't forget, we've got a little garlic powder in the dough that's gonna add to this whole deliciousness. Tiny bit more to the edges. Spicy pie in the works. You're comfortable that you've done a reasonable job. Not overly saucy. Now,
You know, when you're on a bunch of molly, you don't want...
you don't want, I don't know actually. All right, so now we want the mozzarella. It's a pretty simple pie. I'm only calling it a pie because they call it a pie. I've never called a pizza a pie. I'm not from that part of the country. Where do they do that?
Chicago, because it actually is a pie.
Yeah, maybe. Philadelphia, I don't know what they have out there. Okay, cheese, we're good. Now, the pepperoni, just like this. Offset them. Good? All right, only two more things. Some pickled jalapenos. Hey Max, you're the only one that's had this. How many jalapenos are in here?
A good amount. It's a spicy pie. Like, you want some jalapeno in every bite.
That I would say is a given, no matter what kind of pizza you're making. All right, and last but not least, we'll sprinkle some red pepper flakes over the top. Do you have any idea how much they use?
A good amount. It's spicy.
So that looks good to me. Let's see if we can still get it off. Yep. Okay, into the oven at 500, probably 10, 12 minutes, and we'll watch it though. Okay, who's ready?
Yes.
That's one great looking pie. They got me saying it now. I've never been to damn Coachella, and now I want to go just for that, and the Molly.
Who's Molly? Keep talking about her. My best friend at Coachella is acid.
Like 11 minutes, perfect. And it's time to cut. By the way, super crispy underneath. I had it on a giant pizza stone in the oven. So now we just have to cut it. Oh boy. I used to have a pizza wheel, pizza cutting wheel, and I don't anymore. Look at this.
Nice
Look at
uneven
this.
cut.
Is that uneven? Oh,
I
it'll
think
be
this side
fine.
is bigger than that.
If I had a wheel, I would have been fine. Shut up. This is hard. You know, I'm doing this backwards, man. This is not... There you go. How's that look? Everybody happy now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting one. Everybody's going to be happy. All right, this is my guy right here. And here, I don't know if I can do this. Watch this. See that? That's a very nice little crust on the bottom. That's a beautiful slice of pie, of spicy pie. And now we eat. You smell the pickled jalapenos right away. It's a spicy pie, but not in a like, oh, I can't eat it. I hate it when food is so spicy that you can't enjoy it. This is a really nice combination. Really nice. You get the little red pepper flake heat. The jalapenos, though pickled, still have some nice heat to it. And the fatty little slices of the pepperoni are a dream. They're a dream. And by the way, the crust took me like 3 minutes to make. You're complaining you don't have time to make things? Shh. Let me officially shout out and say thank you to the Spicy Pie people for creating this. And I just duplicated exactly what you've made. And I hope I did justice. I really do. Maybe I'll come to Coachella one day. I'll go to Coachella. Let's go shoot at Coachella. We could cook there. Who's gonna eat our food? Maybe the Beebs will come by. We're both Canadian, so. All right, oh, just let me tell you this. Sam the Cooking Guide Between the Buns officially comes out Tuesday the 17th. For those of you that would like a signed copy and are not in San Diego or wherever I will be to get one, there's an online book signing. It's cool. You go online, you buy a book, and then there I am signing them and answering questions and stuff, and then it gets sent to you. Cool? The information is below. You check my website, thecookingguy.com. Enjoy this while the online signing is happening. Okay?